And yeah, we're off, mate. Beautiful. Well, just for anybody that's joining in, breaking the fourth wall for a moment, Tim. Uh, a lot of you guys that are in the Crypto Nebula community or on my YouTube channel, etc., know about Tim, know about Blockscart, and know that Tim, myself, Crypto Koala, go back and forth quite a bit. Tim leverages the amount of time I spend looking at ICOs and white papers and the amount of time Jamie spends interviewing people from in and around the crypto space, really just seeing what we can figure out in terms of what the Blockscart ICO can make up for in its weaknesses or publicity or PR, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, tangentially, we got talking and ended up figuring out that doing a bit more of like a roundtable conversation format was a really good way forward for the channel and for the Crypto Nebula community. So what we're going to mess around with here today is just a free form conversation with some loose criteria, not specific to ICOs, but just in and around the crypto space. Tim, dude, like in talking about the crypto space, what comes to your mind right now in terms of problem areas? What's really like kind of bugging you at the moment? Let's start there.
I think there's, obviously it's been going on for a long time now with ICOs. There's a lot of ICOs there that are taking away the limelight from the underdogs, like our own. There's a lot of ICOs that have fancy websites and things that make it look attractive and their ideas of what they can actually do with the world. But realistically, they're not a real life application. They're not a real world application, and they it's all good in saying you can pay a doctor to land on moon, but it's not real. It's not real. They keep on about artificial intelligence. Yes, it's going to come. How long is it going to be? Until it's actually mainstream, and our government's going to accept the fact that artificial intelligence is out there. Is going to be a ban on it? Are these people that create this going to be imprisoned for things? So there's a lot of chat out there in regards to what ICOs are available, but I think it's more of the scam factor with a lot of ICOs, and how they can raise so much money so quickly. And you got to look at it in regards to things like the pre-sales with the ICO pools, and it's like, yes, it's good to have investment from a bulk of people. You can offer them a discount, but if you're raising most of your capital from an ICO pool, that's going to cause trouble when you get onto an exchange. You know what I mean? So they're trying to get rich quick schemes, and realistically, mate, it's not something I follow. What about you? What's your thoughts on the ICO world and the crypto world?
It's interesting, mate. Like you've actually touched on in that short ramble like 4 pretty significant aspects of the ICO realm right now. Let's kind of unpack what you've said backwards. So pools are interesting. Pools are fantastic in funding the ICO itself, but as you just kind of hinted at, it's a little bit problematic in terms of an outsider looking in, because if you're green in ICO investing and you don't know the tricks, you don't know what's happening behind the scenes, all you see from the outside looking in is a pre-sale just fucking sell out super, super quick. It feels like false hype almost, whereas you don't know that instead of paying 10 cents, these people are paying 1 cent, therefore much higher volume. And exactly. it gives that appearance. It gives the appearance of, oh, this must be a really good product. Quick, we better get in.
I got informed, obviously, we're in the e-commerce sector, so I'm going to chat about it. I'm open and transparent, and if someone doesn't like it, then go and invest somewhere else because we're doing quite well. No, honestly, if you're going to cause a lot of fodder on our ICO, then go and invest somewhere else and leave us alone. There's an ICO called Shopin, SHOPN.
Huh.
Seems good. Seems very good, but they've raised $3 million or $5 million or something like that. ICO pools. So the majority of people that got in there have had it cheaper. And what they've done, they've also paid about $200,000-$300,000 to go on the CoinMarketCap to advertise at the top, which makes them look interesting. But what people don't realize is they've been built up from ICO pools. Storica, exactly the same. They're all pools. They're all pool funded. And yes, it's all good in the pool group manager saying to everybody, give us your investment to make this coin. But realistically, the actual product they're making is total crap. So not pointing back to shopping, but I'm just saying, I mean,
in general,
is it something that can create value? Like, we need to look at, like you and Jamie on the group Nebula community always say, do your own due diligence. You need to look at the reasons why a coin will create value. Why is there demand? Is it utility? Is it security? Like Block, I'll go back to my own project all the time. Block coin will create value based on demand for the discount it offers online. You want to buy a laptop and it costs you $100 with Ethereum, but if you pay with Block, it costs you $80. You just saved, so you're going to be buying Block. And that therefore increases demand because the circulation is small. So, going into these ICOs and these pools and things, it's a touchy subject, man. But
I think like anything else,
in a lot of comments in regards to it. So
I think like anything else in the crypto space or like anything else in the world, it's always a case by case basis. I'm in a few of these pools, you may or may not know, because I like to watch. I like I'm a lurker, right? And you've heard me use that term before. I just like to see what's going on. And now I'm part of one particular pool, which will go unnamed. And they do an ICO every 4 months, if you're lucky, because these lads put in a really solid amount of due diligence. And look, the group actually consists of a couple of really noteworthy YouTubers. And everything they do is really bloody solid and well researched. Then I'm in another pool, and they turn out an ICO every 4 days.
Yeah.
So you do your due diligence on the one that does every 4 days. You look at what they're selling, and they really hype it up. It's really hard shilling. So if you're somebody that's just been invited into this ICO pool, you don't know what you're getting into. And then it's those pools that cause the dump problem when the coin hits the market. And though that means the project has been funded, the tokens are in the ecosystem, that means the ICO has been funded, but it can also destroy a well-deserving small ICO if they've been picked up by the wrong pool.
Yeah, exactly. And you've got to think of it as well. The team behind these companies, like myself, when they become millionaires from the ICO and things, they raise a lot of money. It changes them as an actual person. They've now got 20 million sitting in the bank rather than £20. And what happens to someone when they get rich quick? They start forgetting things, concentrating on other things, buying a Lambo and things. And it takes their mind away from it. So, seriously, these things need to be looked at, how strong the team can actually handle being rich. Our cap is £1 million. I mean, I've been not far off that amount of money myself at one point. So it's not massive. But when you look at these 25 to 100 million type projects, you've got to think, can they handle the amount of stress that comes with that amount of money?
Yeah. What's the old adage? More money, more problems. But
it is exactly. And if you've ever been at the point where you've got no money or the point where you've got a lot of money, you live exactly the same. You buy a more expensive beer or a cup of coffee brand or something, but at the end of the day, you're still doing the same thing. So you just got to live life happy. Do you mean?
I think if that's the case, mindset and perspective are absolutely everything. In whatever entrepreneurial game you are in, mindset and perspective are absolutely everything. And in the end, I think it's been proven historically correct that deploying empathy and humility in all cases seems to be the differentiating factor between those that will be long-term successful with their monetary gains or those that crash and burn.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course, mate. Of course. On that subject of ICO pools, they can benefit in ICO, but they can also smash it a bit quite quickly.
Yeah.
So that's another subject. Oh, that's another one. What do you think of Naga and their MasterCard?
Nice transition. Good transition.
Nice.
You know that I'm pretty fascinated, dude, with anything that takes crypto into a more real world use case in terms of exchange for real world items. So we were talking earlier today, before we go on to actually talking about the Naga card itself, you told me that some of the more like the crypto debit cards, some of them have been getting regulated out of the system. Can you expand on that a little bit for me, man?
Yeah, well, a lot of them were using Visa when they. I had something written down there. You got 10x. They were a Visa card.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
use cards, top of voucher cards, whichever way you look at it, depending on which country. And you could go into a store, you could purchase the amount of credit in regards to fiat currency, and then go in and use it like you would with a credit card or your bank card. And I believe, according to sources, that Visa didn't pull the plug. It was more their alliance with Wavecrest, and it's a touchy subject, but it's basically made these ICOs, these blockchain companies, go out of business quite quickly. There's a lot of them that are trying to change into MasterCard and other ways of actually doing it, but they'll never recover from the loss. The trust is probably shattered because of what they've said will never happen and stuff in their ICO, and that's gone. But I hope for everybody's sake in the crypto world that it actually comes back and we can actually start using Visa, MasterCard and things like that. But Naga have nailed it. They have become what you would call a regulated, decentralized type of business. They were already wealthy. What did you say, 400 million?
400 million euros, not dollars, euros.
Massive. That's massive, yeah. It's an extra third onto the dollar, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, the ability to go into a store, buy your fuel, your food, your clothing, anything using your cryptocurrency is just what everyone needs. I mean, we've tried taking out money from exchanges. And have you ever used Coinbase?
I don't use Coinbase, but I do use an Australian equivalent. And
you are watching Coinbase, sorry to interrupt. If Coinbase are watching, sort out your times, right? Sort out your verification process. You cannot let someone buy Ethereum or Bitcoin and then hold it for 72 hours for them to send. Do you realize that the market goes, and then I've got 5 Ethereum, for example, in Coinbase. That's worth 5,000. By the time they've sent it over, it's now worth 500. Come on, mate. Let me trade with the money I'm putting into you. You're accepting my money with a card. Let me spend that money. Do you know what I mean? So they're restricting it. They're a very centralized exchange. And things like this we need to look at and be like, yes, the name Coinbase, the newbie platform is out there. But I think decentralized is the way forward. I actually do, man.
We've seen 2 arguments with the Coinbase delay. Argument 1 is that they have so many Bitcoin transactions that that's just how long it's going to take to get out. And I understand that. However, I have a really hard time believing it. Now, the other argument is that they are delaying the transactions to avoid artificial inflation, though I don't quite understand how that would work, if that makes sense. Do you have any insight there for me?
No, they are full of it. They're lying.
Yeah.
They are holding money to make them more valued. It only happens when the actual coins are going up and up and up, when Bitcoin's going up. So they're obviously juggling the market themselves. And they just need to sort it all out. If they can't handle it, hire more people. If you've ever tried contacting them, send a support ticket, put you through to a bot. When you ask to contact us or speak to a human, it'll put you through to a contact us link, which will take you back to the bot. I mean, it's a nightmare. Like, there's a telephone number, you ring it. From the UK, it'll probably cost me about £20 an hour, £20 a minute, sorry, and you're on it for about an hour. So it's like it's just too expensive to get hold of them. They have no. It's just
It's a pain. It's a pain.
I just jump on Kraken. If I transfer any Ether, anything over, I'll do it in Kraken, and then I convert it to euros and bring it out. Kraken, literally, if I wanted to take out X amount of euros, it literally is done the next day for me. I've got a bank in Spain called Sabadell, so it literally converts into my euros. And then if I want it back into pound, I'll just spend over, but my Sabadell lets me use in the UK as well. But yeah, if you're watching Coinbase, have a word.
I'll make sure I tag them. I'll make sure I tag them on Twitter.
Good. Get on it. And don't ban my account. That's bad.
Mate,
do you mean I'm running an ICO and we need our investors to be able to send the Ethereum. I mean, we've toyed with the notion of actually accepting fiat currency because we do have the business side of it, but then that takes it away from the decentralized side, and I don't want to do that. So we need, exchanges like Coinbase to actually work in a fast speed to actually get the Ethereum or Bitcoin over to us. I mean, rather than holding it for 72 hours, and then by the time that 72 hours is up, the value is dropped, for example, because the market, and there goes your funding. So, yeah, just sort it out. And on to the next subject.
It's good to hear you on fire about these things, man. It's nice to talk.
I'm still a crypto lover. I'm still a person, whether I'm running to make a business or not. I have a team. I'm a business focused guy. That's me. When it comes to blockchain development, I've got Danny, Liam, Sushil, and everyone in the developer side actually working with us. Advisors, business advisors, marketing agent, product tester. That's their job. Leave me worry about the crypto side of it and actually I can deal with these companies when we become up there and become a powerful actual brand. So yeah, I've got to be on it. We've got to be
100%. I'm just interested to see. I'm interested to see in the future how other individuals in the crypto space, like if I get somebody from Naga or I get somebody from Acorn or whatever, how they deal with that fire. It's going to be really an interesting crossover.
I'm getting a lot of questions thrown at me this morning. One of our great Telegram members asked about how we're going to sort out the tax issues and stuff. Well, we're going to keep Blockscart as minimal profit as possible, so the tax is put back into the business, and we'll go, if we've been advised by New York legal team to actually go to Gibraltar and open the business there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's less tax, and we can offer more products at a cheaper rate. So, job done. What I wanted to ask was, the company you were dealing with the other day, what are they called? Lennex, no?
Oh, LoopX, the exit scam.
That's the one.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, that was unexpected. And don't let me forget to circle back around to the Naga card later. But LoopX was very unexpected because of the way they layered it. The admins of LoopX, the people that did all the contacting and ran the Telegram group, it seems as if they were actually hired third parties.
That happens a lot in Telegram groups, and I mean, they're getting paid in bounty or coin to actually do that. We approached daily by people that want to join our team because they've got 100 subscribers on YouTube, which they bought on Fiverr. So it's true. It's true. You got to see the value in it. But I looking in regards to their project, that was the point I was making in the beginning. It looks fantastic. Money was spent to make it look one of the best iShows you can have, and then this happened. So you, I believe, had the actual tokens, did you?
Yeah, 100%. So I don't know if you watched my original LoopX video, and I'm going to presume you didn't. I said, no, it's okay, mate. It's fine. You've got shit to do. I said in the original video why I was covering it, because I was looking for a different arbitrage outside of. Have you heard of Gunbot? Do you know what Gunbot is?
No, sorry.
And so what Gunbot is it uses Exchange API to access your accounts and just monitors the individual coins and their charts, and will just do arbitrage trading for you based on Bollinger Bands. So when Gunbot first entered the market, it was cheap as chips, relatively, for something that's pumping out roughly 0.8 to 1.6% interest per day on what you have in the exchange.
Yeah.
It was something like $500 when I found it, obviously paid for in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then we had the big spike moving into December. Yeah. So that 500 became 2,000. And suddenly that bot became a hell of a lot less accessible. And it's already extremely inaccessible as it is because of the way you had to run it at the time through terminal commands, etc. So we had to look at LoopX as a slightly more user-friendly arbitrage. Now, the flags were team wasn't listed, and they insisted that the team would be listed after pre-sale, and the location of the company wasn't listed. However, covering them on my channel, put my money where my mouth is. Let's go.
Exactly.
And it all went to shit. But it's a really valuable lesson, dude. Having structured it the way they structured it, it's a good event in a way to encourage us all to really amp up our due diligence, to really amp up what we look at in terms of team members, in terms of transparency as well in any given ICO. So though it sucks to lose, 1,000 or so on a shitty ICO,
yeah,
I'd probably pay it in terms of education anyway. So,
yeah, no, I understand. I get that. How much did they raise?
Oh, that's a bloody great question. Couple of mil. Yeah.
Sting.
Yeah.
That's a sting and a half. And again, they were all hyped up about it. And anybody that went against them and said, do your due diligence because this seems a scam, was probably laughed at and called a troll. So
100%.
You've got to be careful doing when someone does FUD. Sometimes it's the real thing.
You're entirely right. And I'm usually very much against tarring an entire category with the same brush. However, never, if somebody brings a lending coin to Crypto Nebula, I won't touch it. I won't have it. It's deleted. It's gone. Just because that sector seems to be disproportionately high in exit scams.
Yeah. I've been made aware of a few myself. I got asked by a close friend to jump in on a discount to a certain lending project, and as far as I know, it's going to flop. It won't work. When regulation comes in, do you think the banks are going to leave it? It's coming to the point where cryptocurrency and normal fiat currency are going to, well, they are. Look at Naga. Naga have done it. They have combined fiat and crypto with their MasterCard. MasterCard have jumped on board. Ripple with MoneyGram. It's just a matter of the banks and what they call the Illuminati New World Order are holding back.
The Rothschilds.
Slow the process down as much as possible so they can find their way. Like JP Morgan, for example, putting in their patent to actually get their own type of Bitcoin, and then it being refused all them amount of times. So they're trying to find a way to make their money and how they will be able to control it.
100%.
They're just slowing it down. It's just good, like company for us to actually put things in place to be for the time when it's actually regulated. Like, at this moment in time, we don't have a KYC, but it is the terms and conditions that if we needed to do one, for example, if today regulation came in place, then we'd look to do it. But anything previous to the KYC process would be allowed to go through it. But yeah, mate, it's coming to the point where it's going to be combined, and lending companies, it's a no-no for me. It's a no-no. It's a big no.
I'm hearing.
How's it work? How's it going to work? You could explain all you want in a white paper, but it just doesn't seem sense how you can work it when it's so volatile on both markets. So,
well, that's actually how I got dragged into looking at it in the first place, because of my experience with Gunbot and the way that works, having seen it work in my own eyes. And in fact, if I did a screen share, I could bring it up and show you Gunbot working live. So I know that technology is a thing. I've experienced it myself. Before the big market dip in December, I put $500 into Gunbot, left it for 3 months, and that $500 became $4,000. So I know that works. I know that's a thing. And all it is just automated day trading. So it's a realistic concept to me that a lending platform could very well just be an arbitrage bot, and the company's earning their cream on the side by selling packages, even though packages are fucking bullshit. Like packages, there is no reason in any form of arbitrage trading to sell packages unless it's to line your pockets. However,
of course,
businesses are a business for a reason.
Yeah.
They're providing servers and they're providing bots.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a charity, you're a business. If something's running, they're making money from it.
Exactly.
With mine, we're going to be making money. I'm going to be making money from Block. When Block increases quite quickly, it's going to change things. But yeah, we're not in it to do it for free. We all want to get something and get somewhere. We all want a Lamborghini or Bugatti and things like that. It's going to happen.
Mm.
I just don't see that happening. But yeah, I'm excited about, the conversation we keep having with Naga. I do want to take it back to Naga. It's just a game changer.
Naga is a particularly special ICO to me. It's very rare to see an ICO with such a grand vision to actually deliver it. And yeah, Naga received a little bit of criticism because they're already a 400 million euro company and they're moving into the ICO world. Whatever, smart business choice, guys. Raise more money, expand your platforms. Hey,
they've got money behind them. If anything happens, they can back it up.
exactly like, that.
Get on it.
It's
so
that.
You're telling me, if Elon Musk from Tesla decided to launch an ICO, are you going to be behind him or not behind him because he's got billions in the bank? I'm sorry. If he launched an ICO, I put my life into it. Do you know what I mean? So,
mate, I don't care what it's for. If he does Tesla coin, I'm in.
Exactly. There's going to be value there. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. He's not the person that's going to take all your investment and then disappear to Dominican Republic on a beach like a lot of these ICO people are. It's ridiculous. So yeah, do your own due diligence. But that's the type of thing I'd invest in. But yeah, Naga, mate, that's something I'm going to put my pounds into.
Now, that's what I was saying before we got distracted by Elon Musk, and it's very easy to get distracted by Elon Musk. It's that Naga, they're a special company because of that vision, and they have the resources to back it up. So we have a look at the crypto card problem, where cards are getting the boot or shut down because of regulatory issues. They've got the money to set up the infrastructure. They already had Swipe Stocks, which has just been rebranded to Naga Trader, so that instead of the card automatically transferring your cryptocurrency or being Swipe Stocks, your actual stocks live to be spendable, which is volatile, all they've done is just in using the Naga Trader, they've just used that native transfer to the euro, I think it is. So sell the stock or now sell the crypto into the euro being the middle step, and then that euro or native dollar goes on to the card. And it's just amazing to me that one little difference, that one little step has made it so that this Naga card proposes to be an absolute game changer because it's not against any regulation.
You can buy everything with it. Everything. It's a MasterCard. Anywhere MasterCard is accepted, you can purchase. And that's more or less everywhere. It's not as high as Visa, but still, it's a game changer.
Off the top of your head, do you know how much the fee to withdraw or to cash out your Bitcoin on Coinbase is, or Ethereum?
No, I transfer everything to Ethereum because then I transfer it to a different exchange. I don't know, up to 3 to 5%, is it?
Jesus. Okay. I am pretty confident in saying that.
The problem I've got, they don't let you transfer to Great British pounds, so you've got to put into euros. Lucky for me, I have Sabadell, which is a Spanish bank, so it goes into it. But because of the time it takes, I've got a Kraken. But then there's fees and charges for them to go from Coinbase to Kraken. So what I've done now is got rid of Coinbase temporarily, kept my account there, but I go from my wallet straight to Kraken. I take a little bit of a hit, but that means instantly the next day or the day after that, within 3 days, then I can get my money out and I can spend it. But yeah,
that's still 3 days.
Huh?
That's still 3 days, though.
Yeah, maximum of 3 days. But it's a good point we're picking up on in regards to money and transferring and things, because we've just signed a contract with a company like what Naga. I'm keeping that till next week. We can't officially announce it. We have to have legal advice in regards to announcing it.
And we've had to cut it there, guys, because Tim, in his excitement and exuberance, has let some sensitive information slip. So we're going to hang there, but let's move over, because I really want to talk about the current topic with YouTubers accepting payment for ICO reviews. So before I give my 2 cents, Tim, tell me where your head's at with that.
Um, I'm trying to expand Blockscart and get people on board, and I'm constantly meetings. And throughout the day, I shouldn't have it. I'm going to deactivate it. Where Telegram, you can receive telephone calls, and my phone is constantly going off with
Really?
people ringing and ringing and ringing or messaging to offer me reviews, paid YouTube reviews. Blah, blah, blah. Now, I understand there are a lot of YouTube channels out there that are really good. You know, Altcoin, Crypto Daily, ICO Review and Podcast, Crypto Koala, Digital Notice. You know, the list goes on. Yeah,
Mm.
but they have started somehow coming up with this arrangement of charging £15,000 for a YouTube video or 3 ETH for a video. Do you realize how much money that is in the real world?
Mm.
What, $3,000 nearly? It's like for a YouTube video. What are you doing? They seem to have captured on it. I had this gentleman yesterday. I'm not saying names. I've had to block him because he was trying to make different usernames. He can contact me all the time, and he was trying to charge me 3 Ethereum to put a YouTube video out, and he was adamant with it. He was no backing down to put a video out on a channel that had 500 subs, and most of his videos had something like 100 views and things.
Huh.
Where the value would come from, 100 people for 3 Ethereum. Like, where'd you get this from, buddy? So yeah, I'd much rather pay more to go on to a better program like Marcus Trill, for example, 6 billion on Twitter. If he give us a review, that would be a big impact across the crypto world.
Because he has reach and influence.
Yeah. But you got to look at more detail when it comes to these. We've got a white hat developer.
I was hoping you'd mention this.
Work for the government, and what we do with everyone that does contact us, he basically goes on their YouTube and looks to see what their stats are. Are they made from bots? Are they made from fake accounts? Same as Twitter. If anybody, a review website, or anyone contacts us, we instantly go. I've got a list of over 100 with Danny, the blockchain developer, and the black hat, the white hat fella that could basically break quite a lot of channels on YouTube down. You'd think there's a lot of big ones that are charging a lot of money and a lot of people are following, but they got there because of bots, and they're still using bots to increase it so they can drive the value of their videos up. So I don't want to go into too detail because we'll get attacked by these people. And then, you know, a white hat developer will just have to go, sorry, here's your stats, and this is bot driven. You got to remember that people can view this with the skills that we got in the blockchain technology. So yeah, that's it. If you look at Twitter accounts, for example, you can go on eBay and pay $5 for 1,000 followers. You could literally go onto some ICO Twitter account. 1 minute they got 1,000 followers, and 10 minutes later they got 10,000.
Yeah.
And you think, okay,
What's
so have a
going
look at it. They're always the same pictures. If you scroll up a bit further, you'll see they tend to come from the Middle East. A lot of the actual followers as well. So, but yeah, as far as YouTubers are concerned, and these ICO review websites that basically take off ICO bench and put you onto theirs with wrong information, please don't contact us anymore. We'll reach out to you if we need anything. But what's your thoughts on it? I know the Nebula community have been on about it, and so has most other communities in regards to YouTubers. What's your thoughts? Because you're a YouTuber yourself. Look what we're doing now.
And you know a little bit about my personal life from our interactions. So you're aware that I've had my finger in many pies, a bit of an entrepreneurial streak. So I will always be the first person to say, business is business. And, you know, we're not operating in this world for free. Nobody is. Nobody is. We have to put food on the table. We have to pay our bills. I get that. And time, for me, I hate the phrase time is money, but I do prefer that providing service is met with gratitude. And often the easiest way to express your gratitude is money. Now, looking specifically at the ICO space, it is the Wild West. We are disproportionately compensated. And what is really killing me, Tim, is the amount of people out there that are happy to go above and beyond to say nothing but good things and to hype up shit ICOs for a payday. There's no integrity in that. And it goes against what we should be doing in this space. This space, in my opinion, we should be here to leverage people's due diligence and allow them to cut through the shit. Now, that's me forcing my personal integrity onto the entire space. And I realize that that is not a realistic thing to do. I know that I can't judge others by the yardstick by which I judge myself. But it just shits me to absolute tears, mate. So I suppose the question becomes then, oh, well, you've already said that a business is a business and you've got to make money. That's my impression of the average internet troll. There are other ways to monetize videos.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's about the reviews they're giving of shitcoins.
Yes.
Of absolute useless ICOs. It's just, I've seen some with some of the technology, like crowdfunding, for example. One company done really well, which I sort of personally know myself. I go back to them all the time because it's a shit coin. There's nothing it can actually do that will increase in value, and people are paying a lot of money for it. I mean, again, Cointelegraph. I've had emails from them saying, pay us 0.6 Bitcoin and we will give you an article. Let us check the article you send us, but you can review yourself. Forbes, 1.5 Bitcoin, and you can be on the front cover, or not front cover, but in Forbes.
Really?
Having a review about your shitcoin. So
it's not merit-based.
It's not based on what product you're, there's going to be some out there that are actually true. That is like 1 in a million. I mean, it's all about how much they pay you, and the way they're doing it is going back to ICO pools. They're raising enough funds in a pre-sale, and then whacking that money into this marketing because people are falling for it. And please, everybody, if you're watching it, I don't care if you're going to give a lot of FUD or a lot of bad comments, but do your own due diligence. Don't follow what a YouTuber, me or Andy, actually say, and jump on and actually look at it and think, how will this create value, and how long is it going to create value? Can I spare this $500 now to wait 3 or 4 years for it to kick in? Or do I want to invest in an ICO that is going to turn this into $5,000, for example, within the next 12 months? You've got to look at that and dig into it and find out why. Please don't follow the advice. They keep saying at the beginning of their videos, we're not financial advisors. No, they're not. There's someone with a video camera that's very good at editing videos and very good at controlling bots and just chucking a video out there. So, that's part opinion that I have personally, not my company.
I just want to acknowledge a particular paradox that's occurring right now.
Yeah.
For the viewers, guys, yes, we're on ICO Reviews, ICO Review channel on YouTube saying, don't listen to ICO Review YouTubers. That's happening. I just want to confirm that. It is my personal opinion that I am here as a cog in your due diligence. If I tell you to invest in a coin, check what's happening behind me and make sure there's not a gun there, because I will never, black and white, tell any of you, you must invest in this. That's not what we're here to do. This is a discussion. This is an open discussion. This is why I want to start doing these videos, this type of video, because it's freer form. It is a lot more transparent, in my opinion. So let's go back to talking about people that are accepting payment from ICOs. I think that accepting bounty is absolutely fine. I think that bounty is there for you to do what you want to do and try your luck to see if the company likes it. I think that if a company emails you directly, the way to go about that is, yeah, sure, I'll take a look. It's shit, or it's good. Put your video out there, and if the company likes it, accept the payment, go for gold, but maintain creative integrity first and foremost every single time. Like, does that ring true, Tim? Yeah,
exactly. We've had so many come through when it comes to the reviews and stuff, and I'd love to be able to say, here's for $5,000 to go and put a review out there, make us better. But I just rather put the money straight into building and developing our platform. We already have the platform underway. So while everybody else is spending the money on Mickey Mouse articles or Cointelegraph, Joke Desk, all these websites and all these ICO reviews. ICO Bench, 1 minute we've got a rating of 3.9, then we've got 3.2, then it's 2.7 because they've got a bot that's controlling it. Particularly what it is how much money you're actually paying to get the star next to your name on the front page featured. So it's all wild west, as you put it, and
it's a money grab. The entire space feels like a money grab.
Let it be fair. No, it's not fair. It's never going to be fair. It's cryptocurrency world, and you just got to deal with it at the end of the day, and that's why we're staying away from it. But if there was a big YouTuber out there that actually said, look, you actually do have a good real life application. People can buy products on your website through their cryptocurrency, that it normally takes them 3 days to get the money out of an exchange, and then to be able to go down to the store, and you've taken a hit on your exchange fees and tax. Again, going back to the store, I can't go into that subject. It's going to be like what Naga has just released. So don't beat the underdog. Do you mean you can look at it? But yeah, mate, as far as, I'm probably going to get a lot of grief from this little conversation we've had. But
you and I both, because I've fired shots at the ICO community.
We need more people. We need more honest, transparent YouTubers and people to jump into this group right now. And there could be 10 of us having a group conversation, like a QI, for example, on a talk show, actually discussing cryptocurrency world, the price of cryptocurrency, why it's going up and down. We know why it's going up and down. It's being manipulated by the bank, so they have control in it to slow down the speed in which it's going, so they can leverage their purpose in the cryptocurrency world. That's why it's up and down. And do you mean so? It's all good. What we're doing here today, I think we should continue to do it. Whether I can take part because of meetings and things, I'm not sure 100%. But I do think that there should be some valued opinions that come into this conversation.
I'm gonna jump in right there and say that consider that an open invitation. If you're an influencer, if you're a notable YouTuber, and we know that I'm involved with other YouTube groups, etc., and the invitation will be going out if you're somebody I want on this show. But jump in the Crypto Nebula community on Telegram, send me a message, talk to us there, because this will be an ongoing format. I think these conversations are important, not just for understanding the crypto space, but also for understanding more of the people in the crypto space, getting to know what some of us are about in terms of integrity. And also, I really want to talk about how we feel the future of the crypto is shaping. Like we talked about the Naga Card a lot, and Tim and I both agree that the Naga Card is huge. But more of those conversations, let's make this a thing. Let's turn this into an actual interactive roundtable experience, because there's nothing like that right now in the crypto space. That is an open invitation to anybody watching. Tim, before we sign off, my man, is there anything you want to add?
No. Oh, yeah. I'm going to shout out my own.
Go on.
Well, jump in the Blockscart community, because this week we're going to throw a game changer in the cryptocurrency world in. You're going to be able to purchase your cryptocurrency or purchase assets by using your cryptocurrency online and offline. That's all I can say right now, but it's a game changer. And if you've invested in us, thank you for your support, and hopefully we can take you to the moon quite quick. Other than that, Andy, thanks for the chat today. Hopefully we can get Crypto Koala and a few other in the Nebula community guys to join in next time. Maybe Vanessa can jump in, input as well in the cryptocurrency world. Let's get a big shout out, see if we can get Crypto Daily in, Altcoin Buzz if he wants to jump in, Mark Trill, come on, jump in. Let's have your actual word without any paid reviews. Let's have a roundtable discussion. And that's it from me, mate.
Spot on, brother. Well, hopefully we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Take care, buddy.